Good morning, good morning. It's Thursday, the 28th of July, and I, Simon Holden, the Sheriff of Tippingham, am live in Goodwood, in Chichester, to be exact. The Prof is here, but he won't come on camera, but we will hear his voice, the legendary Prof, my overpaid, underworked assistant. He's down here too. It is fair to say our hotel room does not have the greatest view. It looks over the bin store. So my review will be, what a load of rubbish. Now, what wasn't rubbish was yesterday, my lucky 15. Each three placed in an each way lucky, each way singles, doubles, and the treble. Big profits landed. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Got three left. I'm going to be at Goodwood today. I'm going to be at Goodwood tomorrow, and then home on Friday night. But three big luckies, not £10 now. I'm going to drop it to £6. So if you're not in, you can get in at the top link for £6. The bets are ready now. Now we're going to look at some Goodwood markets, and then the Prof, for the first time ever, will give a tip for Epsom tonight. So it really is, I mean, you could cut the atmosphere with a bread knife. It really is incredibly exciting. But let's go to Goodwood first. Big lucky today. We're going to have a look at some markets. The first race is a 3-year-old Class 2 handicap over 1 mile 2. V-Sight is now the favourite. Migdam was favourite last night. V-Sight is now favourite. Warren Point's been back for the boys in blue. And there is a word for Blue Trail at a big price. Blue Trail. So that's the first. Competitive. Now, very unlike Goodwood, yesterday was a Jollies day. You do get these people who turn up, start wearing daft hats, and let's move on. Second race, Raw Scotsman, 6-4 favourite. It's a 2-year-old, the Richmond Stakes, Class 1, 6 furlongs. The going is quick now. Chateau, who won impressively with a really impressive turn of foot last time, he's second favourite. And the once raced Al Carrar, that's been seen some money for that. And there was a word in the hotel bar last night for Marshman. Some connections were there. Number 6 at a big price. So that's going to be a competitive race. Excuse me, 3 o'clock. I think that 10th pint was a dodgy one, as they say. 3 o'clock is the Gordon Stakes. New London is a solid favourite, around 7-4. West Wind Blows with the Doyler. There's been money for that. 6s into 4s, second favourite, and a lively second favourite. And Jack Darcy, the unbeaten twice race Jack Darcy. Neil Callan back from Hong Kong takes the ride. That's 10-1. That has been backed overnight. So Gordon Stakes, I think it's a good renewal of that. The 3:35 is the Nassau, the Fillies. Group 1 race, Nashwa is the even money favourite. If you can get odds against and you fancy it, I would get it this morning, because the word is this is going to be seriously well backed. So Nashwa evens. If you can see anybody with odds against, I'm not tipping the horse. I'm just, from a value point of view, I would take it, because I think it's going to go off evens or worse. We then come to the 4:10, Seductive Power, Sean Levy. We saw him last night. He rides Seductive Power, the favourite, in the Jaeger LaCulture Nursery. Hannon Horse, True Statesman, top of the shop, number 1. He's a joint favourite now. There's been some money for that. I think Seductive Power will go a favourite in this race. I'll make that prediction now. Far Shot with Tom Marquand. There was a tip around for that last night doing the rounds. And also Self-Praise, won last time out after a string of seconds. He is 16-1, Self-Praise. That's been tipped up pretty much across the board. So that's going to be a lively betting race. And then the last two are the 4:45, the World Pool Handicap. Now, Mick Easterby doesn't have many runners, the old boy. He'll be there with an ice cream if this wins. He has the jolly old favourite, Le Beau Garçon. Paul Morenon takes the ride. There will be some celebrations if that wins. That favourite around the 4-1 mark. Some firms as short as 100-30. So he's favourite in the last. Holly Doyle rides Dusky Prince, who's on an absolute roller coaster. Keeps winning, keeps going up in the handicaps. It's going to be harder today. But Dusky Prince is a very solid second favourite at 13-2. One at a big price that was doing the rounds last night is Ballet Steps, ridden by Daniel Tudhope. That was doing the rounds as a tip last night around the 25-1 mark. I think that'll be back Bally Step. So if you want an outsider, again, I'm not tipping. I'm telling you what's here, what's been spoken around. And lastly, bringing it home, it's a 520. The Maiden Fillies Stakes. Richard Kingscote is on the favourite Zaga. Now, Zaga is trained by Sir Michael Stout. Was third on debut. If you remember, we spoke about that on the day. It was big reputation horse. Very interesting to come here second time out. I suspect that'll be backed. But there is a word for a couple of unraced horses, Miss Dynamic and Win Retta. That's actually had one run. The other one, big price, another Neil Callan horse, Berwick Law. That's about 20 to 1. That was being touted around as being a useful 2-year-old. So that'll be a lively maiden with a very solid favourite. Now the Prof is here off camera. Now, Prof, for our selection, YouTube, always me, but I'm going to hand it over to you now. Where are we going, Prof?
We are going to the Epsom Downs.
Epsom Downs, not the Goodwood. We're here at Goodwood. And which race, Prof?
It's the first race, the 555.
Not the brightest. The 555, yeah. And is it a win bet or an each way bet?
We are going win.
And the name of the horse, this is a key bit if you do this job.
Anderlecht.
Anderlecht, trained by Daniel and Claire Kubler. Ran well last time. Big word for this. Kubler trains in Lambourne. I used to have a share in horses with Daniel and Claire. Very very cookies. Very nice people too. What price can we get Anderlecht, Prof?
7-2.
And who's that with? Again, with William Hill. Right, that's the first time and possibly the last time the Prof will ever tip on this channel. Absolutely dreadful performance, but the horse may well win. Anderlecht, the first race at Epsom. That's your HFC YouTube flyer. We're going to get ready for the old brekkie. Have a little wander around Chichester this morning and then hit the course hard. If you're not in, you can get those 3 luckies for just £6. If you are in, well done yesterday. Let's keep it going. Have a great day. If you're going to Goodwood today, come and say hi. Maybe ignore the Prof. That's usually the best policy. I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll be back. Let's hope Anderlecht wins or he is sleeping outside in the bin store. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.
HOLDENS. Horses.